Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be installing this Quadro P2200 in my Dell R720, which we looked at in the last video. I want to try to see if I can do some GPU pass-through and see if I could have like a virtual gaming machine. Maybe we'll try to install Bazzite to see if we can stream some games via Steam. So without further ado, let's install this in the server. We'll start by pulling out the server from the rack, and you can easily just take off the lid. And as you can see here in the back, there are two free PCI slots which are full height. There are these half height slots, and both these top slots go to each CPU. So this is CPU 1 and this is CPU 2. I think I'm gonna be installing it in this one just because it seems more convenient. I'm going to take out the little thing here. I've put a little protector on the PCI fingers. And this card is not really meant to go in a server like this because it's actually a workstation card. That's why it has a blower fan. Server cards usually have an open end here so that the airflow can be forced through it from the server. But we don't have that here. And it just barely fits. There we go. We'll put back the little plastic piece here. There we go. And it's in. Now, even though it is a workstation card, I can still feel down here that the fan does have room to breathe from the bottom side somewhere. And now that we're finished in here, I'll just put the lid back on. Close the lever, push the buttons on the side, and we'll push it back in. We're now behind the rack, and I will just start plugging things in. And it might be a bit difficult because there's, as I always say when I'm back here, that there's a camera in the way and there's not a whole lot of room. So we'll just take it as it is. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. And power, and the other way. There we go. Power and power. We'll turn on the power bar, and we do see that it has light. So we have network. I still need the iDRAC, which isn't that one, which is this one. And I see an iDRAC hiding right here. Now all there's left to do is just take off the panel, push the power button, and let the server power on, and then we'll head over to the computer to have a look at the iDRAC. Now we're at the computer and I've connected to the iDRAC interface via the virtual console. And what's nice about this, as I mentioned in my previous video, is that it supports HTML5 as opposed to the old Java console, which that's really nice. We'll wait for the server to boot up, and then I have inserted a Proxmox installation USB stick, which I will just quickly go through and install Proxmox. Now I've just loaded up the interface in my browser here, and we'll see that we can access it. And looks to be good. So there's obviously no stuff on here. I did consider installing it as ZFS, but considering my HP doesn't have a IT mode in the firmware that it has currently, I thought it'd be better just to create a regular ext4 file system and then have a RAID on it. In a perfect world, I would probably have two dedicated OS drives for Proxmox and then have the data volume here be separate, but this is just a lab environment, so I don't really mind that much. So we have a 100 gigabyte partition for the ISOs and stuff, and then the rest 9.4 terabytes are for data. So now what I will do is I will get the Bazzite ISO, and I think what I read is that I want a Bazzite Nvidia package, because this is such an old card that it has to have the legacy drivers, which are only in the Nvidia package. And now, where did I get that? What is all this? I just want to download. I don't download. What is all this? I just want to download. Use this form. And then there's just commits. Oh. No mind. So yeah, so it's a virtual machine. Primary GPU is a Nvidia RTX 10 series. Still available, yeah, sure. So it doesn't support gaming mode. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it's a Pascal. Oh, as it turns out, I thought the 1060 and P2200 was the same kind of generation, but maybe actually not. Maybe it would be comparable to a 16 or later. So we'll try that, and then if it doesn't work, we'll go back to the other one. So yes, I do want gaming mode. Warning: Nvidia and Intel GPU support. Fair enough. So yeah, we'll download that. Actually, I'm not gonna download it. I'm gonna copy the link, and then I'm gonna go into the ISOs, and I'm gonna say I want to download from URL. Query that. See if the ISO downloaded. Might as well. I'll let this one finish just so I can archive it. And now I'll just create the VM. And I'll just mention that in video 19, I did try to do some PCI pass-through in Proxmox as well. But the problem there was that I didn't have IOMMU enabled, because I tried to do pass-through of half the PCI device. I'm not going to do that here, I'm just going to pass through the whole GPU. So I shouldn't have to enable IOMMU, but that was some people commented out in the comments that was the problem, and of course they're right. So we'll call it SteamOS. No, it's not SteamOS, it's Bazzite. Like that. HA, don't care about that. Resource pool, put it on local storage. Boom, boom, boom. We'll do Linux. That's probably correct. Graphics card, default, standard, iSCSI, CBIOS. I think I want UEFI and that. Hopefully. I think that's what I want. I don't want the QEMU. We'll just add that. We'll give it, let's give it a terabyte, should be fine. And it's, we could do discard. The way discard does is basically it shrinks it when space is free, but I don't think I'm going to do that for now, because it does add a bit of overhead. And yeah, SSD emulation, it's not an SSD, so kind of goes without saying. Actually, I could use that NVMe as the drive for this. It's like a second, so I just give this like 64 gigabytes and then use the NVMe. Yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll give it 8 cores. Give it 32, 7, 68. And no ballooning, thank you. VMBR, you'll just go through the regular network. Okay. Now let's pass through the PCI devices. And we'll do that once I find the, there it is. And we do have a lot of stuff here. So that's some gigabit. So it's the mega RAID. So that's the SSD. We do want that. We'll do all features. And I don't know what that does, but it is PCI Express. Then we'll do the graphics card, which that's not it. CN 10 gigabit Quadro, that is. Quadro. There we go. And yeah, the ISO is mounted. And that didn't work. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll just switch you back to that. Just to be. Oh, you did. Okay. I was just not patient enough. So we'll switch you back. Right, now we are booting. Seems to be going well so far. Let's not jinx it, but yeah, I don't have an output hooked up to the output of the graphics card. I guess I could do that. Then I'd also have to go grab a monitor. Wrong image detected. The legacy Nvidia graph needs a different version of Bazzite. Pick Nvidia. Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense. We'll do that. So what do we see? So it's a QME virtual CPU. Okay. Language, we would like English. Oh, that's not a. Oh, I can't scroll. Okay. I wonder if I can select English Denmark. Sometimes you can. Oh yeah, I can. Next. So automatically, yeah, you got that, right? Europe, Copenhagen. Destination, please select. Okay, change the destination. Okay, so I can install it on the, yeah, it does even see the PCI password of the NVMe, but this is my virt.io thing. And use entire disk, that's fine. Don't care about that. Full name. Giga Chad. User. Passphrase. Good. And okay, so storage, and you're doing that, you're doing some stuff. Erase and install. I do like this KDE environment. Looks pretty nifty. It is the same as on the Steam Deck, but I've tried Ubuntu before as a desktop or on my laptop. Wasn't really a fan of the desktop environment. Then I've used Linux Mint for a while, but the yeah, I don't know, I've had some problems with my trackpad. The HD scrolling is not really working, so it's kind of janky the way it scrolls. Doesn't feel responsive. But yeah, I might try. There's a flavor of Ubuntu called Kubuntu, which has the KDE environment also. So I might try that on my laptop, see how well that works. Alright, so I was actually about to give up, but it finished after waiting an hour, probably. I did also recreate the VM with a regular old default machine, but still with the UEFI, because that's what people say it has to have. But I did give up so much that I was in the process of installing a Windows VM just as a fallback, because it didn't seem like it was going anywhere, but apparently, yeah, it did. So we can probably unmount the DVD drive from this guy, and we'll give it a reboot and see what happens. Apparently nothing happened, so reset, yes. So I guess the setup that ended up working is the OMBF UEFI and the default i440FX, whatever that means. And the SCSI is, or the thing here is a SCSI drive, so that part is fine. Okay, enroll key from disk, EFI, grab that, no. Should be a certificate here somewhere. It did say that it installed the key, but I don't see it. View key, continue, yes. Okay, I don't have the password for it, whatever that's supposed to be. Oh, continue. Well, okay, I guess we're booting. Error. If I need to load the kernel first. Fail to load. Pressing the key to continue. So apparently we're going to Device Manager. Oh, good. Let me do that. Thank you. So it is because of the secure boot keys, even though that it did say that it installed the keys. I guess maybe it didn't. Secure boot configuration. Current secure boot mode, custom mode, and disable it. Oh, attempt secure boot, custom, we'll do standard mode, whatever, and then. Yeah, I guess I can't change that one, but continue. Okay, let's see now. Hopefully I'm not starting over, because yeah, I'm kind of running out of time to shoot this video, because I do have a whole lot of things planned for the next week. While I can edit the video, I'm not able to record anymore after today, so hopefully I can get something to work. We just see a black screen, which is interesting. Oh, there's something. So what I've learned with this Bazzite is you have to be really patient because the installer took an hour, and this is also taking a while. Well, stuff's happening. That looked like a stack trace. Not good. Just a black screen. Oh, there's a mouse. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Still don't trust it, but... Okay, we actually got to the Plasma desktop. Language, sure. Actually, I wanted English, Denmark. Okay, you can't actually choose English Denmark here. We'll do American. Danish. Thank you. Oh. Yeah. No dead keys. Macintosh. Yeah, I don't think I want the Macintosh layout. Dark theme, yes, thanks. Localhost. Yep. Yep. Enjoy. Thank you. This is taking way longer than expected. Okay, I have now hooked up a display to the graphics card just to see if anything is being outputted. A bit of a problem with it is that it's, what you call it, I can't use the first one, the first display port, because it's kind of blocked by the server, but the second one and the, not the second, but the fourth one I can indeed use, because I don't know, the graphics card is not sitting completely straight, so I can use that one. And yeah, I hooked up the monitor and I do see a Bazzite screen, so that's something. I'll just quickly sign in, and yeah, we'll see. I'll install. Yeah, then I'll have to install a game. Oof, that will that'll be a while. So yeah, I can't really. Of course, I can't move my mouse over there, and I don't have a USB pass-through. So I'm curious what's kind of on the second display. I seem to have lost connection or something, because the mouse is no longer mousing. I wonder if I can see it in Steam as like a thing, because like maybe it is just the built-in video card that froze after I connected the monitor. I just want to see if it's visible or anything. Let's try, like, I guess Victoria is a good candidate. Play on a tablet device. No. Yeah, okay. Oh, I even see like the Proxmox boot screen. I've never had a GPU pass through in a Proxmox VM before. You can see the whole boot screen. So I guess the KVM will just be or the Proxmox interface will just be like a secondary screen, and then the GPU will be a primary, or the other way, of course. But right now it's just mirroring to both of them. So I guess that's how that works. which is pretty neat. So yeah, it just looks like a regular old OS booting on the screen. Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, because it's not reacting to my mouse movement. I'll unplug the monitor again. Maybe that's doing something funky. I think it would possibly work if I have a USB pass-through. But yeah, we'll try one more time. Yeah, now the mouse is mousing. So I guess the gist of that is don't plug in a monitor. Because now it's actually, I don't know if it would work if I had USB pass-through, but yeah, it seems like it's doing something weird. Or maybe the whole machine is frozen, because I did sign into Steam and then it should show up, at least as far as I know, then it should show up in Steam when I'm signed in. So yeah, we'll see what it says now. Still not showing up as a thing. I believe it should auto-launch Steam, so we'll just wait. I'm not having high hopes for this, because I don't know if what's making it so slow. Like, I know it's on hard drives, but it's a RAID array of 8 hard drives. It should be fast enough. We'll add the NVMe as a library. I hope you can do that from here. Storage, add drive, new volume. Is there like a G-parted? Hopefully, because that seems to be encrypted. G-parted. Flash. Yeah. And for some reason you need sudo for everything. Now can I mount it? Yay! It's mounted now. Now can I add it? I know this mount is not a mount that will exist forever, because it's not via the FS tab. But yeah, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. If only I could find the mount directory that I just created. SSD. Cool. It does not like that at all. Interesting. For some reason it doesn't want to mount the SSD. That's weird. Let's install something that I think that they should be able to run. We could install Factorio. Yeah, we'll do that. Install. Okay, I can connect to it from my phone. I'm connecting through the Steam Link app just to see if it has any difference. Okay, we get Steam Big Picture, and it's very laggy. It is just as laggy as it is on the thing here. Now I can't really show you this because I can only record real life stuff with my phone, and I'm using the phone right now. But it's weird that it doesn't I don't get this. Why doesn't it let me stream it? Like it usually does. So I don't know. There was a guy who said to disable the built-in GPU. So maybe that's a thing I should try. And then I'll just hook up the monitor and then... Yeah, I don't know how hell I'm gonna record it then. But that's yeah, there's a guy who just disable this and then hook up the monitor, see what happens. I think I'll try to hook up the monitor and see if the game still works after that. But I do see it's lagging about as much on my phone as it is on the screen that you can see. Okay, so when I hook up the second screen, the game stops playing on this guy, but it's actually still playing on my phone, even though it's still just as laggy. So that's interesting. I think I'll try to... So of course, looking at the console here, no, not connecting. But down here, the stuff is happening. So it's still just as slow. Oh, how will I sign in now? Oof. Yeah, I think, even though I'd like to finish this in this video and actually get something to work, I think both I'm running out of time and I'm kind of lost on what to do. I could, yeah, as I said, I could do a USB pass-through and get a keyboard hooked up to it, but then I still have the same problem remotely. So like, what would you guys recommend for how to set up like a gaming VM for this? I could do Windows, that would work, but that was pretty smooth. Did you see that animation? That was way better than in Proxmox. But yeah, now I can't keyboard into it and log in, and I bet Steam is not gonna launch because it's not logged in. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end this video for now, but we at least got a display output to a physical screen from a virtual machine. I've not done that before, even though it is a physical graphics card. It's still something that I haven't done before. So again, if you guys have any ideas on what I could do to actually get this to a functioning state where I can stream it, for example, from my PC or my Steam Deck or something, I can just say I want to stream this game and it will launch right up and stream it. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you at least enjoyed it and learned something, and if you did enjoy it, you can leave a like down there, and while you're down there, also leave your thoughts in the comments, and then I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.